Boxing King Media in association with Boxro. Promoter Lee Eaton, you've come down to the Katie Taylor Serrano press conference. What brings you here today?
Come down with Chantel. Chantel asked me to come down with us, so I've come down. Nothing special, really.
I spoke to Chantel earlier. There's obviously a situation where maybe 12, 18 months down the line, there could be some crazy four-way fights going off. Terry Harper in the mix, Chantel.
Why that long? Why that long? Let's get it done. Get this fight over with and then get it done. Chantel was more than happy to come to 135. She makes 135 pretty comfy, so no reason why not.
You're in the Chantel Cameron business, but how does she cope with someone like Katie or Serrano, even Terry Harper? How do you see them sort of fights going?
I've always said it for the last few years that Chantel Cameron beats Katie Taylor. I think she's probably one of the best fighters in women's boxing. And listen, she loves to fight. She'll take any of them fights with a heartbeat.
Sweet. Just going on to your own promotions, you've got loads of shows being announced recently. Do you want to quickly tell us about the next show that's coming up live on, I think, on IFL?
Yeah, obviously we've got a show on Friday. You'll call Danny Dignam versus Grant Dennis for the WBO European title. Lee McGregor versus Diego Ruiz. We've got Beck Connolly versus, he's fighting Al Nina Hughes, which is a great fight. You've got some youngsters coming up. Bilal Fawaz making his debut. Obviously Joe Giles, George Mitchell, and loads of other fighters. So it's a great little show. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, tickets on the door.
How difficult are you finding it, obviously just getting boxing back in the eye again, because obviously you've got Matchroom promoting shows, Queensbury, there's a lot of boxing happening in the next 2-3 months. How difficult is it as a promoter to try and get people through the door and just sell the events?
Listen, the way you get people through the door is putting good shows on, 50-50 fights, and people want to come and watch that. So yeah, you just got to put good shows on.
You're a neutral in this fight. How do you see Taylor Serrano going?
I think Serrano. Yeah, listen, obviously it's a great fight, history fight, massive fight for women's boxing. For them to go and basically sell out Madison Square Garden is going to be absolutely special. I just believe that Serrano will win. But listen, Katie is an unbelievable fighter, and what she's done for women's boxing is unbelievable, and she's like a lovely girl. She's done everything, so you can't take her accomplishments away from her. I just feel like it's Serrano's time.
And what's your relationship like with Eddie Hearn? Because I spoke to John Mikowski from The Zone earlier, and he said he's open to working with different promoters, and from all sorts of levels. So if the opportunity ever came about, do you reckon you could, work with Eddie and The Zone and get some of your fighters on The Zone?
Listen, MTK work with everybody. We work with every single promoter in world boxing. We've got no problems with working with anybody. If it works for our fighter, then that's what we're in it for the fighter. We're not in it for MTK, we're in it for the fighter to make sure we get the best opportunity for that fighter. So if it comes with Eddie, if it comes with Frank, it comes with Top Rank, whoever it comes with, listen, it's whatever the fighter gets the best deal.
Sweet. Lee, it's my first interview with you, so I'm going to put you on the spot, because in a few years down the line I can recall this moment. Give me one name. I know it's not going to be easy. Give me one name from all the fighters you manage, promote, that you're working with, that the fans can potentially expect to become the next pay-per-view star.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I could have said world champion, but I'm going to go a bit higher.
Do you know what? It's hard to... It's very hard.
Somebody who's got that appeal that you think, there's potential there.
Yeah, do you know what? You can't even put me on the spot. I can't even say anybody, because literally, I don't know. I really don't know. We've got so many good talents and stuff like that, but till they get to that certain level, you don't know if they're going to be a pound for pound. But listen, like you got Lee McGregor's, you got Dennis McCann's, you got obviously people turning over at the minute. You obviously not even with us. Like you've got mate, it's just hard. It's very hard to say.
I'll make it easy for you. Give me a fight that's under 5 fights that you think will potentially be fast-tracked to a world title.
Under 5 fights? Jesus Christ.
I'm expecting you to be a boxing encyclopedia.
Mate, yeah, but we've got so many different fighters, it's hard to actually pick. But Like, do you know what? I can't even answer it. I've got so many names in my head that I'm just thinking, hang on a minute.
I'll say him, man.
I'll upset someone. So, no, listen, there's some fantastic young fighters coming through. Obviously, we've got a kid making his debut on the Leewood undercard, Nico Levers, former GB boy. He's come through. Obviously, there's other fighters out there. Even like your Ben Whitakers, the McCormack twins, Peter McGraw and stuff. All these fighters are unbelievable fighters, and I believe they'll become world champion. Obviously, they're not. None of them are with us, except for obviously Nico and that. But it doesn't matter. Listen, I'm a fan of boxing, so fighters like that, even like Fraser Clark. I know he's older and stuff like that. Fraser's an unbelievable fighter. Will he win a world title? We don't know till they start in that pro game. But listen, there is some fantastic fighters, and it's exciting times for British boxing.
Lee, thank you. You're doing some great things at MTK. We see all the shows, the numbers you're generating, and it's a good platform for the young kids to obviously try to make a name for themselves. So thank you for your time.
No worries. Thank you very much. Cheers.